Hi, I'm Esther and welcome to the Language Kitchen with IPC Exeter. In this series we're looking at some idiosyncrasies of everyday life in the UK. First up, tea. How could we start with anything else? We Brits are obsessed with tea. Did you know that we drink over 165 million cups of tea every day? This is your bog standard English breakfast tea, mind you, not any of that herbal fruit tea nonsense. That's a completely different category. Tea saves us in so many awkward situations. If someone's sad, or if there's a problem you don't know how to solve, or simply if you've run out of small talk about the weather, let's just have a nice cup of tea and everything will seem better soon. Because of this, we have lots of colloquial expressions to offer someone a cup of tea. Phrases like, shall I make a brew? Or, I could pop the kettle on. Or even simply, fancy a cuppa? Are commonplace in pretty much every British household and workplace. At the IPC office, I reckon we do about 6 tea rounds every day. It's very important if you're making a cup of tea for yourself to also offer everybody else in your office one too. Now, normally there's 6 of us working, so that makes 36 cups a day and around 180 every week. It's also really important to make sure that you learn everyone's tea preferences as quickly as you can to make the best cuppa possible. So we have 3 normal, but one slightly stronger than the others, 1 normal but 1 sugar, 1 decaf 1 sugar, and 1 with non-dairy milk. Sorted. How do you take your tea? Do you prefer it white, so with milk, or black, no milk? Of course, do be aware that if you take your tea black and you admit this to a British person, they will think that you've completely lost your marbles. But I suppose at the end of the day, that's up to you. Do you prefer your tea weak, sometimes known as dishwater tea? Or do you go for a strong builder's brew? Or are you just somewhere in between? Now, as a cultural warning, we Brits do argue quite a lot about tea etiquette. For example, do you make your tea in a pot or a mug? For that matter, do you prefer a nice delicate bone china cup or a big swiggable mug? Do you put the milk in before or after the tea? Do you bring eternal disgrace on your family by admitting that you take sugar in your tea? And perhaps most importantly of all, which brand of tea do you swear by? Do you go for something posh like Fortnum & Mason's? For a cheap and cheerful PG Tips? Or my preference, Yorkshire tea for a proper brew? You'll find that everyone has quite a strong opinion. Now, we could sit here and debate these issues for ages, but I doubt we'll get anywhere fast. So instead, let's just all sit back and enjoy a nice, relaxing cuppa. That's all from me today. I'll see you next time on the Language Kitchen from IPC Exeter.